Ora bem. Quis voltar mais um bocadinho porque queria ver o... Queria finalmente sair da fase inicial. E então vamos ali ter com o errand. Porra. Este seca adegas.
Gentlemen.
That's our cue.
You taking the edge off?
Huh. I mean, I'd ask you to join, but who'd be left to save the world, right? All right, now let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So, whatever you need, ask away.
How have things been since
Your silent departure? Yeah, not bad. Vanguard's going strong. Helped Avad pick up the pieces after the battle with the Eclipse. I took a month to bury Ursa in the claim. But when I got back, I got the assignment to babysit Voidis on his way to the embassy. I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so of course things went sideways.
You got blindsided. Wasn't your fault.
A couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
Yeah, Ursa?
I was, wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Just seemed the crowd that showed up to pay their respects. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half owed her their lives. In the end, everybody drank. You know, it's the rowdiest funeral since ever.
Hoje estive a mexer no TikTok e a pôr o do episódio que deixa cair a arma em cima da Ursa. Falar nisso, deixa-me aqui ver como é que isto está. E já agora aqui a embaixada. Ah pá, TikTok, tens de parar de pôr o som logo bem alto. Olha, já devia ter publicado outro, mas que se lixe, vá, fica para amanhã. Bora lá, vamos lá. Agora a embaixada. Não, só o posto primeiro. A embaixada é o importante.
Well, nothing good. It's where the Carja dragged all the captives they took from the Forbidden West during the Red Raids. Lucky ones became slave labor. The rest were hauled off to the Sun Ring and Meridian.
Your sacrifice.
You got it. Tanakh made sure to wreck the place before they chased the Carja out of the West. I can't say I blame them. And now Avad's paying the Oseram to rebuild it. And no matter how much new stone they put up, it'll still be stained in blood.
What do you know about the embassy?
I know not much. Only that Avad really wants it to happen. He said I'm making peace with these Tanakh. But from what I hear, they're not too big on the whole diplomacy thing. They do most of their talking with blades and arrows. So if you're heading their way, be prepared. Things might get ugly real fast.
I'll keep that in mind.
Pronto, acho que é tudo. Vamos a isto.
I better get going.
Oh yeah, don't let me stop you. Just, are you sure about this? Yeah, I'm saving the world. That sounds like a lot for just one.
Errand.
Exatamente. Ele tem razão.
Yeah, all right. Can't blame
Desculpa,
me for
filha, ele
trying.
tem razão.
I guess what I'm really trying to say is, if you ever do need me,
I know where to find you. Hopefully sober next time.
yeah, don't count on it.
Se calhar é melhor.
Be careful out there, Aloy.
Até porque me dás mais ajuda se estiveres sóbrio. Bora. Vamos a isto. Então se calhar vamos ali acima buscar os objetos valiosos. Então se calhar não. Como é que eu vou ali ter? Ah!
find your own.
Stay safe and come back soon.
Há mais alguma coisa que eu perdi? Aquela comerciante. Então pronto, bora lá.
Lighten up, Paiv. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tanakh up there.
Este é o
Yes,
líder
sir.
deles.
Are you in charge around here?
Apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, his second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tanakh marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Oseram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. They'll reopen, once the Tanakh have left.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offer tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tanakh return personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Então,
Because the Tanakh, they're handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
So you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
You said something about Tanakh marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our Sun Priest until they concede. Paiv over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
Where is this Commander Nozar, then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see
ok.
about that.
This way.
There's a lot of
Ah,
activity going on
trailing
around here.
mission.
The Tanakh tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvund was thrilled.
Por acaso não. Eu até gostava de voltar atrás para lidar com esse Elvant.
Sir?
Como é que é, boss? Tudo bem, manos?
Commander, better brace yourself. And good luck.
Oh, God, aquele.
How are we to hold
Ah,
an
porra, eu
embassy?
queria ver se
Tribes
conseguia
can't even govern their own people.
ver dítamos ou assim.
What more can you expect from barbarians?
Bárbara, és tu, oh, minha besta do...
Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tanakh sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tanakh are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian
Chupamos.
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tanakh horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Varl.
Pois. Achaste que ele ia ficar quieto.
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sir, it's the savior! I don't care if it's the Dowager Queen herself! The gate is sealed, so that horn blows!
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron. What's happening?
I know the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to
Open
stand in her way.
the
It's not gonna work.
gates.
Oh, that's it! Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, Noza! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let her through, boys. Saving the world.
É bêbado
Got
ajuda.
something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl,
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time.
Já devias deixar de ser estúpido e confiar no teu aliado.
So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
Just no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, mother. Look.
Não, filho, desculpa lá, não te queria interromper, mas...
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now.
Amigo,
Let's take it easy.
bom dia.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is no.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now. Hold!
Espera, a fachada é deles?
About one thing. She's not Karja.
Este é o fachave.
She's a Nora from the savage east. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
E tu não és o prisioneiro que afinal não está preso?
Once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Well, now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you here, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tenakth, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
How did you come to be among the Tenakth?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins.
Então, força.
Are you sure you want to hear it?
Manda.
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tenakth into action. When the clans overran our
Na história é mais rápida se falares mais depressa, amigo.
I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate, and was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hekaro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you met the Tenakth chief, you did something desperate?
I'd kept my ears open as the Tenakth dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hekaro's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kurut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tenakth howled, but Hekaro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kurut. Little did I know what I was in for.
You said the Kurut is a Tenakth trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive.
Até para mim.
It is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hoped for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
You wound up serving the Tenakth chief.
The winners of the cool route must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hikaru's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tenakth still spat on the ground when I walked by. Or they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tenakth. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tenakth for hating them.
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tenakth. Especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hikaru and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace. And now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
A ver, sim que preciso de ajuda.
The Karja talk about Hikaru as if he's a monster.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people.
Entendido.
If you do speak to him, I'm sure you'd interest him. So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it, but not the last. The Karja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tenakth is a lot different than how they do.
Não é tudo? Não, volta para casa.
Are you glad to be going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tenakth and the Karja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both.
Verdade.
If
Ficas
something about is
negociador.
inevitable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tenakth don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Hikaru knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tenakth lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential.
Exato, eu estou farto de tentar convencer a miúda disso.
He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tenakth can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No! The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
Ok.
The Karja have opened the gates.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals!
Mani
You
amor.
claim to be Tenakth.
Regala. Chief Akaro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
E com quem nós vamos ter de lidar?
That our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Akaro has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
Não,
You'll
que
need more
caraças.
than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Ah, tenho watch. Puta, mas serra na boca. 2. Tenho que ler o bicho.
Lancers, form up.
Oh!
They're riding machines.
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Cabrão da Silence.
Vashav, come with us now, or not at all.
Archers, light them up.
Filha, vamos combater?
Get to cover!
Ele está condenado a ver gente a morrer estupidamente porque saem quando as setas são disparadas.
Archers, keep them back. Left flank to the Karja. Run them down.
Posso? Quer andar a pera?
They're not gonna make it.
Ah pá, parem de acertar nos soldados, acertem no padre, pá.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates!
Oh não! Que pena!
Stand your ground!
Fire at will!
I don't have a shot!
Ela vai ajudar ou nem por isso? Aloy? Ajuda, mulher!
Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Calm down and fight fair!
Lancers! Take the center!
Get ready!
Bora, deixa-me analisar as máquinas.
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge!
Dano elétrico. Dano elétrico é tudo. Eu acho que tirei os elétricos. Forte ácido.
Here they come!
Spotted.
Sete, 15. É o que eu tenho. Rocket. Não preciso deste fogo.
Vengeance for Fazer! I've got this! I'll get her from range! That fire burn it! One down! We can win this!
It's on fire!
Another one falls!
No! Marshal!
Covering fire! Now!
To the fight!
Não. Fui chamado de volta? Cuidado! Da puta! Bem! Caraças!
Just you and me now, Varl.
We've survived worse.
Over here! Hit her and move in!
Tudo a dano elétrico.
One cut at a time.
Bora! Filho da puta! Mesmo quando eu ia mandar o derrubo. Não é?
One down. We got this.
Chupa! Este é meu. Venta! Bora!
Enough! I'll skin you both! Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
Não, grande maluco! Ai, eu quero isto! Ai, eu quero isto! Oh, Varl! Salaga, eu quero ficar com a cena dele!
You're next, girl.
Bora!
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it. I can break through his shield if I damage it enough. Gotta get through that shield.
You only got my shield.
Okay, better.
Ok, como é que eu dou dano ao shield?
Give it up!
Filho da puta!
There! Now's my chance! You're not stopping me! His shield's regenerated!
Como é que era? Foi com este.
I've gotta break that shield! Shield's gone! He's vulnerable!
Broken the shield, not the warrior!
Pimba!
Your turn! Come down here and face me!
Anda cá, bitch! Anda cá,
It was
bitch!
an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades, mark this day. Today you have decimated the marshals, slaughtered the Karja. So begins our war on Hikaru.
Ah, pá, caraças! Ajuda-os! Ih, ficou sem o braço. Estás bem?
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
I got you.
Aloy e os seus aleijados. Então, não querias ir?
It's salvage time, boys.
Não, então, eu devia ter apanhado as cenas primeiro. Fascismo.
Don't think it can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
Então tenho um glider agora.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Voidis, Vishav. A massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you.
Preocupes.
This is only the
Cuida tu
threshold
aqui deste
of the
espaço.
Forbidden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Vamos começar com o Regala. Não, vamos começar com o Fachave, que foi o mais porreiro. Não, estes são os porcos que eu não gosto. Ok, porcos, porca e gajo fixe.
It's too bad about Nozar and Voidis.
Não, não é?
At least Nozar went down fighting. As for the Sun Priest, well, no one deserves to go out that way. I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites. It's the least I can do.
Ok.
Fashav called Regala a rival. Someone that Tenakth chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tenakth weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
About Fashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tenakth. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
There was more he wanted to do. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace between the Karja and Tenakth.
Too late for that now.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights and buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
Viver?
You said the Tenakth lands are far to the west. What can I expect to find between here and there?
Well, as I mentioned, you've got a stretch of wilderness known as No Man's Land, and then new Utaru farmlands. Past that are the Tenakth. Their territory is split into 3 clans: Desert, Lowland, and Sky.
Right. I saw their banners at the embassy.
The Desert Clan is closest. Ooh, vicious lot. Where everyone else sees an inhospitable wasteland, they see a challenge to dominate. Somewhere beyond the desert is the tribe's capital and the territories of the other two clans.
You don't sound certain.
I've only heard the stories.
Ninguém vai lá.
During the Red Raids, the Karja army tried to push into Tanakh territory, but the united clans rose up against them, forced them all the way back to the Daunt.
So no one except the Tanakh really know what's beyond the desert.
Maybe the scholars do, back in Meridian. All those scrolls have to be filled with something, right?
You mentioned the Utaru tribe. Their lands are between here and the Tanakh further west?
That's right. Plainsong is their home. They're a peaceful bunch, at least compared to the Tanakh. More taken to farming than fighting.
It's hard to imagine a bunch of farmers surviving in the Forbidden West.
Make no mistake, they have a fierceness all their own. When the Karja were pushed back during the Red Raids, their warriors chased ours through the burning fields of Plainsong. The Sun King has made several overtures of peace to them as well, but so far, they've declined.
If they're so peaceful, why decline?
Don't know. I heard they have their own troubles to deal with. Something about a food shortage. You'd think that'd make them open to trade, but no. They just want to be left alone.
This area is no man's land.
That it is. The Tanakh used to attack anyone past Barren Light on sight, but after Avad overthrew the Mad Sun King, he reached out to the other tribes to offer reconciliation. The Tanakh agreed to a neutral border zone as part of the peace talks. Karja and Oseram have been striking out into the area ever since.
But now, it seems like Regala and her rebel army have moved in.
Well, I'd never call no man's land safe, even in the best of times. The ancient ruins of the Southwest are a testament to that. Remnants of some forgotten war.
You said there were others who went out when the gates were open before. Like who?
Well, in addition to the salvagers that just went through, there were a couple of other parties of Oseram delvers. Even saw 2 Karja scholars trekking southwest with an Oseram crew. Not sure if they're exceptionally brave or just foolhardy.
E aposto que só vou encontrar esses dois com exército morto.
Do you think the Karja will take action against Regala? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tanakh.
An expedition of the Karja army into the west could be taken as the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
I need to be on my way.
Bora. E até porque eu tenho de apanhar pescoçudo. Tall neck.
And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Caso contrário morres, não é? Ora bem. 5 pontos. E ainda tenho 2. Não tenho usado armadilhas. Não é má ideia. Posso fazer estes dois já direto. Transporta mais bagas. Depois faço este para as bagas. Ok.
So, this is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. But coordinates from the spires should lead to silence in Hades. And just maybe, a backup of Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The blight, the storms, Regalla's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world.
Já vamos.
Elizabeth would. The woman who led the ambush, Regalla.
Tem CD para gravar. Representante de sucateira. Luçangas. Acampamento rebelde desconhecido. Mas eu quero isto. Se calhar vou aos sangas primeiro. Não. Yeah.
A lot of machines under her command. There's only one other person who has that kind of knowledge. Silence. But what's his angle? Why help to knock the rebels? I'll put these in my pack. Good spot to test the shield wing. Why climb down when I can glide?
Ainda um. Okay. Fuck it. Vamos saltar. Agora vamos lá ver se isto funciona.
It worked. Wow, okay. Guess I can leap off just about any cliff now. It's taking over the land out here too. This must be the salvagers I met in Barrenlight.
Olha lá estão.
Something's going on.
If it isn't the savior of Meridian, and of my very own operation. Larend, say hello.
Hello, nice to meet you.
You know, if it weren't for this one, I probably wouldn't be standing here right now. Nasty business, what the Tenakth did back at the embassy. But everyone in Barrenlight is thankful you drove them off.
So this is your salvage operation?
You won't find a better place to trade machine parts in the West. And soon we'll be trading in more than just that. For too long, the West has been, well, forbidden. Dangerous. But what if I told you we could make an armor so tough, so infallible, that you'd never have to worry about survival out here again?
Ok, preciso o quê?
I'd be curious to take a look at it.
Of course you would. And that's why I've asked my most talented salvagers to find what they need to make that armor. Each of them will present their work to me. The best protection will go on sale to hunters, just like you.
Lucky me.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to back in Chainscrape. Larend can take care of you while I'm gone. Can't wait to see what you come up with, my boy.
Leave it to me. It'll blow all the others out of the forge. You have got to help me.
That's fine, that's fine.
What are you talking about?
The armor. I made a dozen versions of it, but none of them were good enough. And there are other crews further west. If they make better armor than mine, I can kiss that keg full of shards goodbye.
So you get a prize if Karif picks your armor?
A big one. And I finally have the perfect design. I just need the right parts, and fast.
Manda.
So maybe you'd be willing to pick up a contract and get them for me?
What would I be looking for?
Shell walker containers. Their plating's made to withstand a lot of damage. It'll make
Shell
perfect
walkers.
armor.
Ugh.
I know it.
I think I can handle that.
Ah, thank the forge. All right. We scouted out a herd near here. Here's the contract. It'll tell you everything you need to know. You take the machines down. My people will pick up the containers.
I'll give this a closer look later. Thanks.
Okay.
Counting on you, Aloy. Aloy, you managed to get those parts I
Não,
asked
acabei de
for?
começar.
I'm working on it.
Não tens nada que eu queira.
Always good to think before you buy.
Lá para o fundo. Ok. Borilhos ainda não os apanhei. Minha prioridade é os sangas então. Espera, ele meteu-me agora aqui um novo contrato?
I might want to read that contract before going on the hunt.
Eu não havia uma habilidade para recursos. Ok. Este e o sucateira. Não. Bem, vamos tentar preparar para o encaixe triplo em final. Só que és preciso de 2. Ah, fuck.
Some kind of outpost. With pens. It might be where Regala's keeping her machines. I need to find a way to get in there. I could scan the area to see what I'm up against. And tag any rebels or machines in my focus to keep track of them. Shock ammo could help.
escape now!
I have to clear out this place before I can look around.
I can see her!
I
There!
need more ammo.
You feel that?
Good time to pull out shotgun. About to get loud. Pens, not that many machines. Where'd they all go? Better check in that cave. Always good to have extra.
Ok. Só apanhar porcarias agora.
It looks like those ropes are holding up the bridge. I could make it drop if I shoot the weak points. E porquê é que eu quero disparar nisto? Well, that's one half of the bridge. How to drop the other side? There. Bridge is down.
Ok, mas porquê é que eu queria fazer isto? Ah, aquilo não é uma pessoa, não.
Get your kit dry at least.
Ok, já percebi para que é que queria a ponte. Depósito de objetos valiosos.
Bristleback. It looks like it fell into a tunnel. So the rebels were keeping bristlebacks here. The machines fell into the tunnel, which must have collapsed as they ran further in. What if Olvin's explosives created the sinkhole? I should head back to Chainscrape to let Javad know.
Não. Para apanharmos o resto das coisas que estão aqui. Olha ali.
Maybe I can trade this green shine. Going down. And the tunnel's blocked. Yep, not going that way. Now, how do we get back out?
Okay. Agora tenho de voltar tudo para trás para explicar o que é que se passou. Ui, está a cair a noite. Onde é que é o próximo? Aqui. Olha outro tanque. Acho que fiz isto mal. Foi passar o posto. Onde é que está a lareira? Bah, eu vou fazer uma curta pausa, volto já. Ora bem.
There you are. So, you've returned from the west. Any luck?
The bristlebacks were being penned by Tenakth rebels on the other side of the mountains. Ulvin's explosives opened up a sinkhole, dropping them into the tunnels.
Which they followed to the mine and out into the Daunt.
Right. Aside from the rebels, if anyone is to blame for the bristlebacks, it's Ulvin.
Radiant beams of the sun. And all this time he was pointing the finger at us. Bring Ulvin here. Petra, too.
Petra? Bom que não lhe aconteça nada.
Summoned like a blasted ale winch. You best be meaning to put pen to parchment. What? Why is she here?
I live here too, lugnut. So what's this about?
Thanks to the Savior, the sun has shown the truth on the bristleback incursion. Tenakth rebels were keeping pens of machines on the other side of the mountains. A sinkhole swallowed them, releasing them into the underground tunnels that led east and out into the Daunt.
So it was an accident. But let us not forget that it was the Karja.
I'm not done. The sinkhole only formed due to your unauthorized blasting in the southern mine, Ulvin. You are responsible for the machine rampage, the workers we lost, the destruction the bristlebacks caused. All of it.
My dear magistrate, has your precious son baked your
Eu gosto como eles apontam para o céu, mas é de noite. O teu sol e aponta para cima, não há sol.
Evidence says otherwise. Aloy found the shipping manifest in the mine. You skirted the laws of the Sundom, Ulvin. All for a few extra shards.
And you almost drowned your other miners, and sent that oversized tool over there to intimidate a bunch of refugees.
I demand an official investigation. I won't be the victim of some Karja scheme.
Certainly. We'll conduct a thorough inquest into everything. The bristlebacks, the mine, the refugees. Every business deal you ever put your name to.
Well, that's not necessary, is it? What if I just return to the claim?
Oh, well, that would save the crown the cost.
Of course. I'll be on my way as soon as I wrap up some previous commitments, tie up some loose ends. After all, the welfare of Chainscrape's people in a transition like this...
Nope, you're leaving right now. Chainscrape will be just fine.
You think she can run this scorched-out forged dump? Ha! Knock yourself out.
Get out!
Oh, don't want you, don't need you.
Pimba.
Get off me!
Mud looks good on you, Ulvin.
As the sun burns away shadow. Thank you for that, Aloy.
Oh, he had it coming.
Here, please accept this token of gratitude. You've done the Sundom and my sanity a great service. And I believe we have some matters to discuss.
Guess we do. Not the most pleasant boots to fill, but I'll wear them. All thanks to you, Flamehair.
Okay.
Campeã, Nora.
Chainscrape will be better off with Petra in charge.
Qual é que era o que eu queria fazer? Encaixe triplo. Agora preciso de 3 pontos de habilidade para poder fazer o encaixe triplo. Ora bem.
Huntress! You're back!
I might want to read that contract before going.
Oi, também já está aqui?
There's a lot of ancient wrecks out here. Must have been a huge battle.
You okay?
The old ones. They gave everything they had to slow down the Pharaoh swarm. To buy Zero Dawn time.
Could be over soon. You're on target! They got nothing on us!
Take down that rider!
You call that crawling?
Estás bem?
Some luck we have. Hey, you! Flame hair! Come here and let me thank you proper. If it isn't the hero of the day. Sure am glad you came by when you did.
Are you all Delvers?
We've been working No Man's Land for a while. I was hoping to get back to Barren Light by the time they opened the gates, you know? After that embassy of theirs. Seeing as how we almost got minced to pieces just now, I'm guessing things didn't go so well.
You could say that.
It's not like No Man's Land was safe to begin with. But I didn't think I'd have to worry about the Tanakh, the neutral territory. And now, they're riding machines.
If you were headed back to Barren Light, why did you stop here?
We ran across some ruins nearby. Thought we'd take a gander, find some good salvage. But the place is full of weird red crystals.
É aqueles que eu não consigo passar.
So we ended up making camp here. First thing tomorrow, though, we head straight to Barren Light. Should probably send a message to our crew down at Jagged Deep about all this, too.
Jagged Deep?
It's a dig site by this big lake down south. Old world scrap everywhere. Can't miss it. And that's my cue. Here. Thanks for helping us out. Maybe I'll get into more trouble and see you around.
Está-se bem?
Well, let's hope not. An old world ruin. Wonder what's inside.
tenho que investigar, mas mais tarde. Fucking what? Ah, merda, tenho de ir para onde o pássaro vai.
I'm still getting a signal from my focus. The tall neck must be close by. Overriding it should give me data on the surrounding area.
Mas onde há tal neca há bichos também. Cala-te.
A rush of air.
Removível. Eletricidade na parte de trás. Trocar este por algo elétrico.
Like a satellite dish. If I can climb it, I should be able to reach that tall neck easily enough. These legs look too difficult to climb. I'll have to find another way. Swoop down. power generator. It looks dead. There has to be a way up this thing.
Deixa cá ver como é que isto se resolve.
Console. No power though. Figure out a way to turn the power back on. I need to be able to move things around and find a way up. Landing.
Mas que cabo é que eu tenho de fazer? O terminal de carregamento é ali? Não, desculpa.
Power cell. Disconnected from the main power line. This should get that generator below the dish going. There's the generator. Bet this power cell can get it running. Power's back. I should check that console I found earlier. Let's see what this thing does.
Bora lá? Nice. E fico com umas escadas e tudo.
I should be able to get to that tarmac now. Just find the right spot. Looks like I might need to glide onto the tarmac.
Já percebi.
Just gotta time it right. Is this easy? There must be a plane soon. And the Taro tribe's home. On top of the ceremony dishes.
Não, filha. Isso mesmo.
Well, next to map data to other machines. That's mine.
Completo.
Must be plain song.
E já tenho os 3 disparos.
These fields aren't looking too good.
Não ficou completamente aberto. Caldeirão. Tenho caldeirão. Tenho caldeirão, território de caça. Tá fixe. Estamos a dar a volta contrária. O tamanho disto. Só esperar para lá chegar. Não vale a pena, tiro-me com o coiso. Tenho isto tudo para fazer. Vamos até aqui, depois vou ali àquela cena em cima. Descobri outro caminho bloqueado. Está feito. Tenho uma torre aqui, mas primeiro vamos a esta. E pronto, por hoje ficamos nesta área e amanhã vamos começar a fazer as sides aqui do No Man's Land. Adeus e obrigado.